this is Pantheon. This is Pantheon, and to create a new website, you can just click on this create new site. Then you choose, okay, just like I said, they offer you to create a CMS dashboard, which is a content management system site. So we have many of them. We have Drupal, but the one we're working with is WordPress. So click on WordPress. Please, when you are trying this out and you find you have any difficulties, please, you can just send me a chat on WhatsApp or reach out to me any way you see. I will be glad to help out. But I'm very sure if you follow the steps I followed, you get it. So what do you want to do here? You want to name your website. So I'll just give it WordPress training. So it will generate a custom domain name. So you can use this domain name to visit this website you're about to create later. This domain name you are seeing here. So it is generating it from the name I'm typing here. This is the name of my website. So let me just add, what should I add? Okay, let me add this. Let me add ND. Okay, so I can visit this website later. You can name your websites anything depending on what you want to create on that website. Well, I'll just name it this. Then just pick United States. Is the I think they have many databases around the world in United States, European Union, Australia and Canada, but just go with the United States. You don't have to worry with that. Then after that, you click continue. Then Pantheon will help you set up everything you need for your website to start running. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, it's trying to deploy the CMS for us. It shouldn't take beyond 1 or 2 minutes for it to deploy the website for us. If you want to try it out, it's easy to follow through. The first thing you do is you create an account. After creating an account, you have access to your own personal workspace like mine here. So where you have to click on create new site, and after you click on that, you click on the CMS you want, which is WordPress. And after that, you name your site. Then after that, you click continue. That's all you need. That's all you need to have your WordPress dashboard on Pantheon. But I don't know if there is anybody that may want to know how to install it locally on your system. If there is anybody that may want to know that, please, you can let me know. Maybe tomorrow we can also do that to show you how to install it locally on your system, or to put you through how to install it locally on your system. So our WordPress dashboard has been created for us, so we can visit the dashboard here. So this is the dashboard for the website. So there are many informations here. Especially for WordPress sites, you actually need a database, but the database given to us by Pantheon is a cloud database, so we may not need to worry ourselves about it. But if you are installing it locally, you may need to set your own. You may need to create your own database, then include it in the installation so that WordPress can identify that this is the database I want to push on my documents. But Pantheon has covered everything for us. So to have access to that WordPress dashboard that you have been given, you go to this site admin here. You click on it, then it takes us to that WordPress dashboard for that website that we have created. So after they click on your language, you want to choose English, except there's anyone that prefer another language here, but the standard is just English. So you can pick Arabic, anyone you want, or I will advise you to pick English. Okay, then after that you give your website a title. Let me just do this. Okay, that's the title. Then you choose a username, because to gain access to the dashboard next time, you need that. Please don't forget this. You need the username and the password. There's a user system for that WordPress that I will show us when we get there. You can have different users on to gain access to your WordPress dashboard. But please, for you to gain access to it next time, you need the username and the password. Maybe after creating, but since this is just a practice, it may not be as important as when you are creating a website that should be live. Please always take note of your username and your password. You can create a new password, or you can just copy this one and save. You can just copy this password and save, or you can create a new one. But I would love to create a new password that I can remember. So this is my own password, although I will change it later. So you may not, if you want to try to get into you may not have access to it, but this is the password I'm creating. So you can also create your own password and the username, then you put in your Gmail. So for this, okay, this is actually to your preference, but you don't need it. We are just installing WordPress for practice, so you may not need all this search engine problem. So after you fill in the necessary information, you click on install WordPress. So after that we can log in. So this is anytime you try to access your dashboard, you will need to log in. That's why your username and your password are very important. But because I save it to Google, it's automatically filled for me. So I will log in. So here we are. This is the WordPress dashboard given to us by Pantheon. So this is the whichever way everybody will get to this basic WordPress dashboard. So I would just like to explain the basic core things you need in your WordPress. Of course, for every website you need your page, as in the home page, the about us page, every of your pages. Your website as a whole is made up of pages. So depending on the kind of website you are building, that determines the number of pages you have on your website. But actually, if we can visit this site, there's a default theme given to us. We can check out this site. This is the site that we just created. So this is what anybody that visits this domain name will be seeing. So if I send this domain name to you from your end, you will actually see what I'm saying. This is what everybody will be seeing. Anybody that has access to my domain, this domain name, will gain access to this site. So this is a basic WordPress template, WordPress site. So this is the site that we are building, we are working on, we want to work on. So to go back to the dashboard, you can just hover over this, then you go back to your dashboard. And because I'm the owner of the website, that's why I can toggle between the dashboard and the main website. So that's why. So if it's your website, if after creating your own dashboard, so you can toggle and check after making some changes to the website, you can check the way people will see it, then continue your work on your dashboard. So this is the the pages interface. So every page on your website will appear here. So since we just have two pages, this is the page we saw now that I opened when we visited the website, and this is another page. Every default, although this is not published yet, it's not a published website yet, it's not a public page yet, it's still in draft. That's why there's this draft word here. So there is always a privacy policy that has to do with WordPress and their company policy and all. So you don't need to bother yourself about it. But this is the main page that was created for us. So this is the place you manage all your pages and all. We are still coming back to this, but I just want to run through everything, the most important aspects of this basic WordPress dashboard. Then after your website are your pages. Another important aspect of WordPress, which maybe you would have, if you have people that are into WordPress and all, you'd have been hearing them say, is plugins. I need to deactivate this plugin because it's making my website lag, and that, okay, I need to debug a problem and I needed to deactivate a particular plugin. So is the plugin. So what is a WordPress plugin? WordPress plugin are just fractional software applications that add to the feature, that extend or add to the feature of a basic WordPress. So they just extend. So people can create a custom functionality that they want to add to the basic feature of WordPress, and they want to add to their own website. So initially they may want to add it to their own website, so they feel okay, they can share it or sell it to other people. So we have free plugins and we have premium plugins. So we have free plugins and we have the premium plugins. But overall, they are just software applications, small fractional software applications that are added, and they are purely written in PHP. Why? Because WordPress is written in PHP. Please have that at the back of your mind. WordPress is written, there's a programming language called PHP. So WordPress is written in PHP, and of course I can create my own custom WordPress plugin. Maybe I need a feature to be added to my website, but with all the plugins I've checked, I can't find it. So I can write my own plugin to add that feature to my website. It may be a functionality, it may even be to add a particular styling to my WordPress site. So you can create your own plugin, but just know that to create that plugin, you must understand the programming language called PHP. So every plugin is written in PHP. So we can of course add new plugins here. So the other one I want to talk about is the theme. The theme is just the layout of your the layout of your website, and we have some default theme that WordPress gives us for the basic dashboard. So these are the default theme, and you can add your own. You can add or install a new theme. You can download. There are many websites where you can get WordPress theme online, and you can even search here. If I go to this and add new, I can try to search for anything as far as you know the name of that theme. But of course there are some common themes that people use, and one of them is this Astra. I know many people use this Astra and use this Cadence. I've used a number of them before, but the most common ones I use are Astra and this Cadence. They are common theme, and the reason why I use Astra is because I feel it is more popular, and if you have any problem with it, you can actually get solution to it easily online. So that's why I use Astra, except otherwise maybe the client is saying use this particular theme for me, but you are free to pick anything. But actually the theme you pick doesn't really matter, since there are features and there are plugins like Elementor that can actually make allow you to edit a particular theme completely. You can edit with Elementor, you can edit a theme to make it, and it won't even look like the initial layout that it was before when you installed it. So Elementor gives us that possibility. So the basic of what I'm saying is that you can pick any theme that you want from this place, depending on your taste. Depending on your taste. And I've said that in this tutorial I will take us through the shortest possible means to create any website that you want to create. I will take us through the shortest possible means, and after taking us through that shortest possible means, then work on a number of projects. Okay, I am hoping that before we finish the tutorial we will work on a basic blog page, a basic informational website, maybe a portfolio, a portfolio. Then we'll work on a basic e-commerce website, how to include payment integration in your website and all. So those are the three major projects I want us to work on before we call it even for this tutorial. So that's that about things. Then I mentioned something the other time about I don't want to bore us with so much explanation. I just want us to go straight to what we want to do, but I need to explain these users. So you have many users in WordPress that you can have. The first and the principal one is the administrator. And of course these are the users that you can have, or that can have access to your WordPress dashboard. Okay, the one that the general users, as in the people who visit your website, fall into are the subscriber. And at the subscriber level, you don't have access to the dashboard. Sorry. As a subscriber, you just subscribe to the website or to any feature. Maybe you register to that website, you are a subscriber, so you don't have access to the dashboard, except it is a website where you need the dashboard. I've explained the subscriber. The contributor, the contributor to an extent can also have access to your dashboard. Then the author definitely needs, these are author, for example a blog website, definitely you need author. Maybe you are not the only one writing on that writing post on that website, on that blog. So you need to give some certain people called the authors and the editors some level of access, and definitely they only have a level of access. They don't have the whole access like you have as the administrator. So they only have a level of access to make them do what they are meant to do. Maybe just to write their post, edit a post, check your comment and do any other stuff you have assigned for them on the dashboard. But they will have access, they will have some level of access to your dashboard. Then the final one is the administrator, which is you, who has created the website. So that's the user system of WordPress. And if you want to add a new user, you can definitely add a new user here, and you will define the role, define the username, the email, the first and the last name, the website, if the person has the website or not. Then you define the role here, you give the person a role here, then you can add new user. That's how to add a new user to your own WordPress dashboard. And you can check your own profile and change some settings. You can change your own settings. Of course you can add your, because I'm having a WordPress account, so another thing you want to create is a WordPress account. You can easily create that one by going to, this is my own WordPress account. So you can easily create one by just going to WordPress, www.wordpress.com. So then you sign up there. You have your own WordPress account. So yeah, so any WordPress that I create or I'm being added as a user, it all usually comes with my profile picture, because I'm having a WordPress account. So that's why. And as long as my email is there, so it freezes for my email. So that's how you can check. That's the user system. So the first thing we want to do is to install our first plugin. Okay, in this tutorial I will not be going over how to install a downloaded plugin. You can, of course, you can upload a downloaded plugin. You can for example, now I used a plugin sometime that I couldn't really get through searching it, so I needed to download it from a particular website and upload it. So I will not be going over it today sharp here, or if perhaps I will later explain how to install WordPress locally. If there are some of us that need that, then I will go over how to upload a plugin from your computer system. Or let me use something I can. It's nothing that. So after you click on upload plugin, just choose your file here. Usually it is a zip file. You download plugins and themes online as zip file. So you look for the place where the plugin is, then you select it. Then after you select, you click open. And after you click open, then you click on install. Then WordPress will do the rest for you and install the plugin for you. So that's that about installing from your local system. So the first plugin we want to install is of course our Elementor. Elementor is a website builder that is built on WordPress. Is a plugin. You know, I told us plugins are fractional software applications that are built to add to the features of WordPress. Although WordPress has its own default website builder, but Elementor has more possibilities than the built WordPress website builder. So this is the first the first plugin we want to install. So we'll go ahead and install Elementor. So after installing Elementor, we activate. So the only thing you have to do with a plugin or installation of a plugin or a theme is not just installing it. You must make sure that it is activated. So after installing Elementor, you need to also create an account. But for me, I have an account already, so I don't need to create a new one. So I'll skip this too. There is no need for all this, so I'll skip this. So I'll skip that too. So I'll skip this. I don't need all that because we are working with our own thing, and don't need all that. So Elementor will take us automatically to where we can create a new page and all. We can. So this is the Elementor interface. I'm not going over it now. I will need us to install some certain plugins and themes before we continue, before we come to all this place and start our work afresh. So I will exit to the dashboard. So where am I going to? I'm going to the WP dashboard. So I'll apply. Okay. So we go back to plugin. Our Elementor is now installed. It's now part of our plugins. These are Elementor. So Another thing, okay, for this tutorial we'll be working with the theme called Astra. So I'll go ahead to my themes, here, and add a new theme. Then I'll search for the theme called Astra. Okay, I'll search for the theme called Astra, then I'll install. I mean the Astra without the L. You know, there's another Astra with the L. The Astra without the L. Then I will activate. So after activating, if I visit my site again, you see that the layout has changed. This is the basic Astra theme layout. The layout has changed from what it was previously. Just like I told us that the theme is responsible for the basic layout of the website. So I'll go back to my dashboard. And go back to my plugins, and there's a particular plugin I want to install, which is the starter template. Starter template is okay, as just as the name is a starter template for particularly for the Astra theme. So what does it mean? It means that after installing that plugin, the plugin gives us access to multiple templates that we can use. So we have access to multiple templates. You know, the theme just gave us the basic layout, but there are so many templates that many people have built on the Astra theme. They are like, let's say, okay, finished or semi-finished websites that people have built already on the Astra theme that we have access to start our own website with, so we can edit to our taste later in Elementor. So we'll look for the starter template. So I'll search. Sorry, I should go to add new. Yeah, I'm just searching for the plugins I've installed. So I'll go to add new. So I'll search. Starter template. Okay, this is the one. Yes, yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. See, it's a growing library of 300 plus ready to use templates. So they are ready to use templates that work with all WordPress themes, including Astra. That's it. Astra elevation with the generate press and more. So we'll install it. After installing, we want to also activate. It. So after activating it, we also want to build. Yeah, let's go to building our website. So which page builder do you want to use? Now this is the default WordPress page builder or customizer, and this is Elementor. This is another custom page builder similar to Elementor, but the one we are using is Elementor because it offers us more possibilities. So we choose Elementor. Then these are the many templates that we have. These are the many templates that we have, depending on the kind of website you want to build. Well, okay, I actually want to also work on a blog first, so I'll go over here and pick the kind of blog I want to also build. and pick the kind of blog I want to also build. So okay, I want to work on a news. So I'm working on a news blog, so to say. So I'm picking these news sites. After picking that, you find different templates that you can use. So these are the various templates that we have for that new news website. But actually, if you know that some of them are premium, some of them are free without the premium tag. So there is a premium version of there's a premium version to no, I think for this case it is to the to Elementor. Although there are premium version for the starter template and Elementor too, but I think this premium here is indicating the one for Elementor. There's a premium version of Elementor too that you can use, but I will just look for a basic one that we can start our website with. Okay, let me just do with this one. It's just to illustrate to us how to get the website starting. So this is the starter template we choose. This is everything. So here we can add the logo if we want to change the logo of the website or not. So here we can add the logo or not. Well, we don't have any logo ready, so we'll just skip and continue. So you can also pick the color palette for your website. So anyone I pick, we change the color combination for the website. If you change it, so you can pick anyone that fits your taste. But all of these settings you can actually do them even after you have installed the website. You can change every. So we'll just go with the default one, which is this one. We'll go with the default one here. So you can also change the fonts depending on your taste. So after that you click on continue. So I think you need to fill this and add your mail. This is not registering anything, they just want to get some certain data, maybe to also send you a newsletter. So you submit and it will add that template to your website. So you also have to be patient for this one too. It will install the theme and the plugins and every forms that you need, as in the contact forms or anything that you need for your website. Okay, so everything is set for, so we can visit the website again and check. So you have it running. You have the website running. So anybody I give this domain name to can actually see this on the website. So before I want us to close this session very soon. But before we close this session for today very soon, I want us to make some changes to this website on firstly with the default customizer, WordPress customizer, then after with Elementor. We just make some few changes to make us see how we can edit basic templates with the customizer, then with Elementor. Then I think we'll call it a day. Now to customize the website. Now okay, let me click on this customize first. Let's wait for it to finish loading. I don't know why it's taking time. But we can all still hear me, right? Okay, I think Brontai went off before. But please, if you can hear me, just let me know through the chat. Thank you. Hello, can we hear me? Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, bro, while you were off, we went over to install a basic template. So from the starter template interface, we install this template. We install this template and we are trying to edit now. But first I want us to understand that there are some aspects of your website, although Elementor gives us possibility to edit, but Elementor only gives us the access to edit the web page apart from the header and the footer. You can only edit the header and the footer in the customizer, this customizer interface. But every other aspect of the web page, okay, we'll still see it in Elementor. You discover that when we get to Elementor, all these aspects that form the header of the website will not be able to edit it there. We can only edit them here in this customizer interface. And this footer here, we can only edit all these here. We cannot edit them in Elementor. But okay, to edit this first, just click on it. That is the site title and the logo. So it's an image. It's an image, but you can also change the image. Let me try to change the image. So basically throughout anything you'll be doing in WordPress, this is how you upload any files you want to add to your website through any interface, even through your Elementor. It will always give you this interface to upload your images or your files. So I'll select and look for a logo. Let me just look for a random logo. Let me use this as an logo. This is just to show us some changes. So after that, and I can reduce the size to fit it. I can reduce the size to fit it. So that's the logo. This place is just showing us the arrangement. This is for this particular theme or this template. If I'm working with another template, the format will be definitely different. There are some where the logo will be here, then the menu, this menu here, will all be lined up here around the side. But it is because this is this particular template, and I can even change the order and bring the logo here, like this. So this is just to show you the arrangement of everything you are seeing in the header, because we are editing the header. just to show you the arrangement. I will take it back. I will take it back. So and this is the menu. This is where you can edit your menu. Okay, I don't know why I'm skeptical if you are hearing me. Please, one more time, please, can you hear me? We're almost through. I just want to explain some things here, then in Elementor, then we are through for today. We'll continue again tomorrow. Today is just for the introduction. But please, can we hear me? Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. So this, there's a particular place in our dashboard. Let me exit this place and go back to our dashboard. So there's a particular place here under the appearance here. There is a place called the menu. So that's where you set your menu. Primarily for a basic WordPress website, we have what we call the primary menu, and you can also create as many menus as you want, depending on which location you want to put that menu. But this primary menu we are seeing here, this one here that contain all this, is the same thing. So this is where you can set your menu and to reorder them. So this is where you can reorder your menu. You can delete or add a new. You can remove the menu or add a new menu. So if you create a new page, you can add the page to the menu. You can add the page to the menu. You can reorder this way, depending. And if you just adjust it a little bit, that means this menu now is not under this one here. So it's just like a drag and drop kind of system. So I can reorder to any place, and if I drag it in a little bit, that means I'm putting it under. So when people, they can only see this menu until by clicking on this, so they will see a drop down to take them to this. So that's the basic menu system, but we'll still be coming back to them afresh. I just wanted to explain where this primary menu came from. Everything we are seeing, that was where it came. That's where it came from. From that menu, that was where the menu was set for us to see it here and set it here. So, but we can edit the width of the menu, and mind you, here you cannot edit or change any of this menu here. This is the only place you can edit and change them. Please let's understand that you cannot change any of this text here. You can only change their width, their height, their arrangement and all, but you cannot, and when I mean arrangement, I don't mean ordering them the way I was doing them in this other place. I only meant the way they will appear in the header. That's just it. The way they will appear in the header. That's what I mean by ordering them. So that's the primary. So I can adjust the width. I can adjust the width or increase the. Okay, sorry, this is for the submenu. I'm working on this. So menu. So okay, this aspect are just for the submenu, as in if they assuming there are any other menu under this, just like I illustrated here by dragging this in here. The changes I'm making here, we are not seeing it there because I have not saved it. So if I save it and try to refresh the website, there you see that the order has changed. So let me try to save this. The contact was here before, so I dragged it around here. So is after photography. So let me save that menu and try to visit the website. So can you see that the order has changed? The order has changed. So let me continue customizing. And the reason why we are still seeing this formal look there is because I've not also published the changes I've made here. So I've not published the changes I made. So if I publish the changes I made there and refresh this, I'm coming. Sorry. Sorry, please, I'm coming. I think my network is. Okay, sorry. It was only the there's something we call the retina logo. The retina logo is for the tablet and all. That was the only logo we changed, but this is the main logo here that I didn't change. Sorry. You will see it from this. This is the logo. This is the retina logo. So it was the retina logo I changed. That's why we can't see the changes over there. So if I pick my logo. So I want my logo to be the full span. So I'll publish again. So let me try to visit. Okay, so you can see the logo now on the live website. So I'm just doing all this to show us that we can make how to make changes to our header through the customizer and how to, I think we've also understand how to add your menu, how to edit your menu and all. And so this is the layout of your header, the basic layout of your header. So you're only giving 3 grid for your header. So I can also add another thing here. Depending on what I want to add, I can add social media accounts at this, so they will appear around it. So I can add social media accounts here, so it will bring out those icons. So depending on how you want your header to be, you can change layout, and I can also want to drag my logo to this side. So depending on how you want it to be, these are the basic. This is the layout of your header, and I want to add another grid here added to my layer. It is still part of added to my header. It is still part of my header, but I can't edit it any other in Elementor aside from this place. So that's just the implication with your header and your footer. I think that's enough intro to the header. Let me go to the footer and try to also change some things there. So this clicking here is to bring out the footer layout for us. So this is the footer layout, and this is the footer. Can you see the one we are seeing above is the primary menu. The one we are seeing here is the footer menu, but I think the footer menu is also using the primary menu. But actually you can set your own footer menu. And here we have the social media handles here. So you can edit any of them from this place, and you can hide anyone you don't want, and you can make them appear. So adding the link to them, you just need to click them and add the link here. So after adding the link here, anybody that clicks on that will be able to navigate to that website, add to that link that we have added to it. I'm just showing off a rough sketch of everything. Tomorrow we'll be working in detail on it and customizing the website all together. So I'm just showing us the few editing that we can make to our header and to our footer. And in fact, I can even change the entire color for this aspect. So I'll go to design, clicking this place, I'll go to design. So I'll pick a background color. Maybe I want my background color to be this. So you can change the background color or something more darker. So that means the text too, I'll have to change the color of the text too. So the color of the text will have to be white for them to appear, something like that. We have to be white. So this because these are links, they are not just ordinary text, they are links. There is a particular color for the normal, for them to appear normal like this. There's that color for the over. That is when I over there, I can change that one to blue so that people can know that they are hovering over it this way. And there is the last one for the active, that is after I've clicked on it. So I can still make the active, that one for the active, so I can still make it this blue. So that is when I click on it, that is the color it will maintain. Well, let me just change this. Sorry. Oh, I can just leave it this way. For the socials, I will need to change the socials to white. I need to change them to white for them to appear. So I can just leave it this way. So this is just to show us the different edits you can make to your header and your footer. So as it is looking, you may not be able to cover how to go over editing in Elementor, but tomorrow actually I will first take us to Elementor, do some changes, then we'll now come back and design how we want our header and the footer to be, then before going to the Elementor and going to work fully in Elementor. So that's just it.